We as an international community have agreed in Paris to limit global warming to below 2 degrees. This will limit the amount of greenhouse gases that we can still emit, and above all, the amount of fossil fuels that we can still burn. A stunning 80% of our world's coal and up to half of our oil and gas will need to stay in the ground. These reserves and all the infrastructure that's being built to extract them is what we call stranded assets. These fossil fuels are concentrated in relatively few countries, which are extremely dependent on them for revenues and as a source of income. Think of places like Libya or Venezuela. These countries will need to adapt quickly because there's really no escape from this global trend. But the good news is that the earlier they adapt, the better they will be off. We at Adelphi have combined our expertise in climate policy and resource governance to explore the impacts of asset stranding. For example, it will tear holes in public budgets, while governments actually have to do more to compensate for the losses in the overall economy. We've seen this in Nigeria, where almost every second dollar of the public budget comes from oil. When oil prices collapsed a few years back, the government had to make a lot more debt while still cutting much needed investments. This also has huge implications for development cooperation, which will have to support a much more integrated approach to development planning. Because ultimately, climate and resource policy are two sides of the same coin, and treating them separately will play out badly in the future.